Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Welcome. I'm David. It's Warriors of Light Astro Tarot. And here we have already set up your heart spread, and this is going to be for mid-June. It's a general love, romance, and relationship reading. But stay tuned because, man, is this positive. And sometimes this could be predictive, and this could be, you could be single and maybe we're talking about someone who's coming in. You kind of have to intuit it. If it is, then wow, because this is a fantastic relationship. I'm just gonna, give away the end. I think this is an existing relationship. It could be that it's fairly new here, with this Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And just so you know, we're using the Gilded Tarot Royale today. Just looking at your astrology real quick, the big thing for you next week, I'm going to do work readings next week, but it'll be kind of a timeless work read. But the big thing for you this month, well, you got Jupiter right now and Mars. They just conjuncted. So you guys, maybe why this is so great. I mean, you should just be on fire wherever that's hitting. But next week, Mars will conjunct the Charon asteroid, and that'll be a big one. And that could be the energy where just particularly like if maybe your Mars is debilitated, and depending on about how your Mars energy is, but judging from this reading, and being that Mars is at home in Aries, and that's kind of your boy, I wouldn't be afraid of a Mars conjunction to Chiron if I was in Aries, because it's going to probably be the energy of maybe just a punch you need to drive through the Chiron energy and maybe integrate it and deal with it and face it head on, like any good Aries will tend to do, face things head on. That's the main thing going on, I think, with you guys. In a late degree, you are dealing with this Pluto square. That's such a big one. Get a reading if you're anywhere like it's 26, retrograding to 26, starting at 28. So anywhere from 29 to maybe 25 Aries, you could be dealing with a Pluto square to your Sun or your Ascendant. If it's your Ascendant, then it's 10th house. That's easy. Going to be a transformation in your career and your public image, just in general. But you're coming in here with the energy of the world, and your person's coming in here with the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with the water sign. Think Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, someone with prominent water in their chart. But the person you're dealing with is a mature person, whether they might be a little older. If they're not, then there's someone that even if they're younger, people are always saying about them, they really are mature. I have a lot of wisdom about them. They're wise beyond their years, that kind of thing. This is someone who's emotionally available, who's emotionally intelligent, emotionally self-aware, kind of a master of their emotions, especially with this Gilded Tarot Royale. If you kind of look at his face here, very confident, looking right at you, maintaining eye contact. And you're coming in with the world. Really can't do any better than the world for your energy. And I believe you, with this relationship, this is your energy in the relationship, you feel like it's coming up to the next level. And I feel too, even with justice, can be something of a marriage involved here, the scales. And I think like with the world in this position, I'm not saying like having a relationship is better than being single. It's just, it is puts you at a different level because, when you're coupled, everything sort of changes. It's not me and I anymore. It's us and we. And that's a profound like change, but you're prepared for it. You're embracing it. Both of you are really mature people. You could like literally be mature. And Libra, of course, rules the Justice card, or it rules Libra. And so this is kind of saying to me that you feel like you've kind of met your match. And you see the balance square scales there, because this is your energy. How are you feeling about them here? And it could be like considering even marriage, that kind of energy. And then your person here coming in with so much water, this King of Cups, the way they're feeling about you is the Six of Cups, and there's no other way to interpret that except for, they feel like you're their soulmate. You're the one true one. It's beautiful energy just all around, guys. And the advice from Spirit. This is advice from Spirit for you in the relationship. This is advice from Spirit from your person in the relationship. And I always say, like, I don't really always trust myself or others, but I never trust the government, but I always trust advice from Spirit. And with these being this, this is you, fire. This is really you, the Ace of Wands. And both of these are you. Aries is just do it. Whoever came up with that logo for Nike had to be Aries. But I think because this is advice from Spirit, it's advice for both of you that it's okay that this is a very sexual relationship. This is fantastic because, where there must be some kind of doubt. Leave me a comment, Aries. I'd love it. Like, say, hey, yeah, man, that's kind of true. Or what the hell are you talking about, Dave? I love when people comment to me and communicate. But it seems to me like it's giving like permission. And again, with this being an Ace of Pentacles, it could be a little bit new, but it's a very solid relationship, new but solid, newish, not like brand new, but you haven't got the polish off of it yet, and maybe you're still in the romance phase, but it might imply that you initiate more, Aries, which would be unusual. You're cardinal fire, and you're supposed to be the one that initiates, but your person absolutely returns it when you do. And my only advice here, because this is Spirit's advice, but I would add to it, just try to be careful not to break any bones, in your sexcapades, because it could be like really off the hook, congratulations. Now, in between that and really balancing it, and now this is, I always say, the most important card in this little reading of the heart spread here is a Ten of Cups. The best card in the deck for love, romance, and relationship. And being that this is advice from Spirit, what a beautiful Ten of Cups it is here in the Gilded Tarot Royale. And Spirit's just advising you, and I think too, I really get the feeling coming that there's must be some sense that, hey, maybe this is too sexual, or is it real? It's real. It's okay to be sexual. God wants us to have sex, or He would have made us this way. And it's really balanced in the sex. It comes with a lot of love and emotions, and really just commitment with this Ten of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, this is a massive commitment card. Look at this strength here, this elk, how powerful that's looked, the rippling muscles here, and it's springtime, and just the Ace of Pentacles, such a good card for the bottom of the deck, guys. It's a rich reading. I think you guys have this beautiful, rich, full, loving, sexy relationship. You could even be a little bit of that couple with this Eight of Wands, like public displays of affection. You're not afraid of that. You might, and so other couples around you or friends might be like, oh, guys, could you get a room? Could you calm down with you two? That kind of energy to it. But I think everyone would also see there's a tremendous amount of love here. And with the outcome being strength, Aries, I see it's Leo, right? But I see a couple things. And one is that Jupiter and Mars just being in Aries. You have a lot of strength right now, however you shake it, whether your sun is there, even if it's not, you're at the lower degrees. Jupiter's at 4 now, I think, and Mars might be around 6 or 7. But nevertheless, it's just pouring energy right into you, and I'm sure you're pouring it back out. So that's part of it. But as the outcome for this very week that's coming up, this mid-June time frame here is what we're talking about, mid-June, in a couple weeks, say. When I see strength, it's like saying two things. One, you're going to need strength, but it also says, don't worry, really positive card. You will have all the strength that you need. You have all the strength that you need. So you might face some kind of little challenge, but it's not going to be anything that the two of you can't overcome, Aries. Thank you, guys.